We see so many examples in our life wherein the people get impressed by someone or by something. Like they may get impressed by someone's personality or someone's a way of living or someone's money or someone having a big house or a big car. And we often think that getting impressed by someone or something is a natural phenomenon and it's quite natural to happen and there is nothing wrong in it. But let me tell you that if you are getting impressed repeatedly with anything belonging to the other person, then that may prove detrimental or dangerous to you in long run. I will tell you how. So let's first understand that there is a very small difference, a subtle difference between respecting someone and getting impressed by someone. They might sound synonymous, but they are actually not. And not only they are not synonymous, but there is a huge difference between the two. So first of all, when we talk about respecting someone, like for example, if I am respecting some person, then if that person has achieved something in his life, he has reached a certain level or a stage. So, if I respect that person for that, then I will applaud for him, I will appreciate him, I will acknowledge his success, and I will try to learn from that person's life, like what steps that person took to change his life, or what he did correctly which led to this success. So I will try to learn from that person. I'll try to think what can I gain from that person's life, and then I'll try to implement that in my life so that I also can one day uh, reach where that person has reached now. So when I am respecting someone, I am appreciating and acknowledging that person's status and that person's success. But at the same time, I am retaining my self-worth, my self-esteem, and I am retaining the confidence in myself that it's not impossible for me to achieve that. Even I can achieve that. So that is how the respect works. On the contrary, when I say that I am impressed by someone, I am impressed by someone's success, or I am impressed by his car or his bungalow or whatever it is, by his money, when I am saying that I am impressed by that person, that means even though I am not saying it maybe aloud, or even though I am not maybe thinking about it consciously, but somewhere deep down, subconsciously, I am considering myself inferior to that person. Or I will put it the other way, that this subconscious feeling of inferiority complex about ourselves is the one which leads to this, getting impressed with someone. So basically, when I say that I am impressed by this person, it means that I am considering myself inferior. I have assumed that I will not be able to reach or achieve what this person has achieved ever in my life. So somewhere deep down, I am compromising my self-worth, my self-value, and my self-confidence as well. Because when I get impressed by someone or something, that means I consider that I don't have that capacity to achieve this which this person has achieved. So and if you ask that person, if suppose I am impressed with someone, and if you come and ask me that, are you considering yourself as inferior, then I might say no, absolutely not, because all of this is happening at a very subconscious level. So I may not even realize what I am doing with myself or what I'm thinking about myself when I'm getting impressed by someone. So basically, when you are getting impressed by someone or something, what you are actually doing is you are exaggerating the value or the worth of that person or that thing over and above its actual value. And at the same time, you are undermining your own worth, your own value, your own capabilities much below its true value or your true capabilities. So I will give you a very simple example to make you understand. Suppose I know someone, okay, I know a person who is very rich, who lives in a big house, who has suppose four or five big cars, and he runs a very big business, for example. And on paper, he is very successful, right? But as a person, since I know that person very closely, I know that this person on a personal level is not very good I would say, or he has some, very severe flaws or defects in him. Okay, so just as an example, I am telling you. So now we will see how respect and getting impressed works here. So as a person, I might not respect this person, okay, because I know who he is, what he is. So as a human being, on a, we can say, on a level of values or morality, I may not respect that person. But at the same time, I might get impressed by that person's money or richness or maybe bungalow or cars, whatever. So I may not be respecting that person as a human being, but still at the same time, I might get impressed by the possessions, material possessions which that person has. So that's a difference between respect and impress. So, once in a while, sometimes getting this thought that, okay, now this person has something which I don't have. So, or, I also should live this kind of life. Getting this thought once in a while is okay. That is natural. But focusing on that thought and, encouraging that thought and making it a tendency is detrimental, because if it becomes a tendency to, to get impressed with other people constantly, then you will not be able to recognize what you already have, what capabilities you have, what gifts you have, and how you can nourish them, how you can develop them. This thought will never strike your mind if you are constantly looking out at the other people's life and getting impressed by them. So, I just got this thought in my mind that I should make a video on this, because this happens so in a very subtle way, I would say. People don't often realize what they are doing, but this is what is happening inside our mind, and it is at a very deep level, subconscious level. It is, harming our self-esteem and how we look at ourselves. So, respect other people's efforts, respect their success, learn from them, applaud them, acknowledge them, but never get carried away in getting impressed by other people's lives or other things.